workers at Kole Teaching Hospital, and then my uncle had a serious asthma attack. Yeah, didn't hono. He was struggling not from Nana or pray, but because you people are on strike, you refuse to even take care of him. Even after his wife was demanding, say, she's going to pay every amount. Ye profession, we are all humans. So, a young man at the age of 30 years, he married just 3 years ago. 3 years ago, so yeah, this December will be 3 years. He doesn't have a kid. He had an asthma attack. Much mission yamienim. Abraham wofanda for more pray. I catch an you say, you guys are on strike into sompankomo. Yeah, damase. He's dead. Yeah, the na question much. Yeah, damase. We are grateful to you people. See you profession soon cheya. Mume yankai see nyina nipa o.
All right, abusia. Yengina nimsem say oba Ghana hanoma nurses for eco strike. Abusia. The last video me buy me chichiri mu kire mu abusia. He say nyema ACC e wo Ghana hospitals no. Ahometi. Ne ha adwen so abusia. KSM are reacting to the nurses strike. Is also seen a Kumchacha and so are reacting to. And this one young lady be a on so omode no offer e call Kole Teaching Hospital at say. And no nurses for no more strike. Nti omotimi hwe no offer na ama no offer no afem wo abusia episode with the more the part because my born 7 nyina tante popudu at sensem polo ama bone bede. Bele to apempentro so nam de adoma to so nam bone kedan e de ama. Tamu chuku mi twa me ho aba me ba ensem no meje magu ho ama. Abusia, se say the Ghana yaye mobo all because of say nurses eco strike. Ati se obi yare no kwa aban ayaresa bia nurses bia nu ho obehwe no. Na so ye villages ni bi wo honom de a omo no monti so dogo bi nu abe. So omo leaders na a the strike abeto omo so de omo de still na omo go so omo ye adwuma oman ba pa no. Nemom obeba ye nkuro nkesie yi mu di a bi te se Asante region bi te Kumase Accra ane sa cities na so dia emu nurses any mu midwife omo nyina omo ko strike abusia this young lady bia omo de no wofa ekọ Kole Teaching Hospital ati say no oyale asthma e bag gidigidi omo dru hospital ho a asema nurses for me catch omo say omo ko strike nti omo ntimi enhwe no ema even yimpo e ka say wo de sika bia omo bagi bia no obetua nti omo nhwe no kunu ye de ema no asampa asagro nurses for yi anhwe no ama lady yi wo fai afemawu abusia yenkoko he video no emra.
So workers at Kole Teaching Hospital, and then my uncle had a serious asthma attack. Yeah, didn't hono. He was struggling not from Nana or pray, but because you people are on strike, you refuse to even take care of him. Even after his wife was demanding, say, she's going to pay every amount. Ye profession, we are all humans. So, a young man at the age of 30 years, he married just 3 years ago. 3 years ago, so yeah, this December will be 3 years. He doesn't have a kid. He had an asthma attack. Much mission yamienim. Abraham wofanda for more pray. I catch an you say, you guys are on strike into sompankomo. Yeah, damase. He's dead. Yeah, the na question much. Yeah, damase. We are grateful to you people. See you profession soon cheya. Mume yankai see nyina nipa o. Adwuma ne nyina ye bi. Na so wiase mu. Men show yon kwanim. Na nya ne bone. He is dead. Yes, wewu. Thank you to whoever they met there. Wadwuma na wo ye. Yeah, that's it. Yenso, yeah, the idea akoshe. We will bury him. Erade mo wadwuma na nkoso. No ma won kwatenten. You, that person that was in charge. You said you are on strike. Into woman fanning kononko. Well, yeah, then I question much. Yeah, damasi.
All right, abusia, young lady in your kuti ne buy at say no offer every mu ya all because of say nurses for eco strike. That dey back where ya ma rehuom. And penifo no mu di animu no. Omu declare strike no mu bia na kwachina bruchiri. No meja ye wa. Ye nkwasiafo ye wasi ye ne be yare ne ewu na busia nyame mo bibia ho ban se ya le bi mo obi ana bibi ntu obi am yemfa no ko hospital ye de no ko hospital pa de a and nurses for so boni e bi mutiri munti omo nyoma di so mehwe nipa amene pa bi ehu ato almost but ye nkurase ne nkurase ne de nurses for ndugu so a omo ye adwuma because omo opepa e wa komapa so mehwe patient phobia omo beba hospital busua we na KSM and so I reacted to it say and this is the right time I was saying Ghana nurses kamoko strike but nipa bi interest and bonne ni adwem bonne so mutim politics ye dey wura you have set a hunting no enya balesa abusia ye nkoni take KSM emra.
I'm saying all these things to say that this is not the time I was expecting any strike action from anyone. Forget about nurses, forget about nurses are the ones in question now, but I'm talking about generally as a people. Make me feel said this is the time anchor. We're all going to decide that okay, things seem to be changing for the better. Why don't we all put in all we can so that it does change for the better, so that me and you will benefit? What about benefits that came from the changes were not partisan benefits, they were national benefits. So in my mind, I was thinking, say, with the signs that were coming up, we will decide, say, Charlie, whatever it is, we all need to put in some sacrifices for this nation. That's all I've been saying. We all need to. So I am saying that it is not the point where I was expecting such a strike from the nurses. You know why I'm talking plenty like this? I've seen the list of what the nurses' needs are. I've seen the list. You know, they include book and research allowance, there's uniform allowance, there's fuel allowance, there's the 13th month allowance, there's night out of station, there's the vehicle allowance, there's the kilometric allowance, there's the funeral grant. Folks, these are the list. Some private nurses who I knew and things like that told me, KSM, honestly, KSM, we would, or let me say, the few ones that I spoke to say, they would rather be on the job. I said, so why don't you go and work? He says, no, it's all from our leadership. We are a union, and if the leadership has decided that we must strike, we have to strike. But I said, KSM, trust me, there are many, many nurses who will otherwise want to work. That's a fact. You know, so I was quite, somehow in my mind it's like, yeah, all the nurses are so angry, people can die if they want. No, not all of them are thinking like that. There are some, and a considerable number, who don't like what they are seeing. They have mothers, they have brothers, they have fathers, they have relatives, friends who are dying. And ideally, they would have rather been at work to do the best that they can. But hey, leader needs to say. And that's the thing, folks. It says it's the leadership. So I'm just asking the nurses, what do you yourself assess of this whole thing? That people are dying. Some of you are worried. Some of you are disturbed. But you have nothing to do because your leader says don't go to work. And the leader is not even in the country. Or your leaders are not ready to sit down and negotiate. Would you think that this will not encourage plenty other interpretations of what is going on? People have begged nurses, and don't lose the sympathy of the public, because we have always been there for you. We have always been there for you. But it gets to a certain point that you are now telling the public, to hell with you. What we want is what I have said, and if you don't get them, you guys moo. Massa. I was glad to hear though that, and I hope they don't go and penalize them, but in some of the villages, in the chip compounds, some few nurses say they want to work. So let me say bluntly, I'm putting everything right now at the foot of the leaders. You leaders, you didn't try one bit. You didn't try. Massa, how can you call for a strike where people will die and leave the country?
let me be very, very frank with you, sir. As I speak to you now, my friend, the leaders are not available even in the country.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, I didn't want to say this. Today, I have called personally, beyond all legality. So, oh, I have to worry anything and reach out. They're not in the country as I speak to you now.
Oh.
But we need to engage, even tonight. Where am I getting them?
Oh.
They are not in the country.
Now,
I saw my mother in the grave.
Oh, mu declare striking or much.
I am telling you, Obi, I'm not missing words.
Do you know what it says of you? That you are extremely selfish and uncaring, and you go to all ends to get only what you want. That is selfishness. Masa, it is extremely selfish. Masa, let's put everything aside. I've seen the benefits, and I'm saying that I respect the fact that you are calling for benefits. But let me say this in addition to that. Do you know how many people are working in different government organizations that need the same benefits? Do you know? You think it's only nurses? You think it's only nurses that they say, oh, you prefer allowance? And look, for everybody, it's not for every nurse. Most of you nurses, you don't have even bicycles, you walk to work, no, you take public transport, so the fuel allowance, book and research is for the top level, it's not even a whole thing, book, So all I'm saying is this. There's very many people in different aspects of working for government who needs benefits. So fine, but the master, okay, good. So you have captured our attention in terms of the benefits, fine. Let's start somewhere and work towards it. But don't decree that I want it now, and if it doesn't happen now, dear,
all right, Abusia, KSM, and your Kotenka, Eba, and say the Ghana Hanuno, Oba, just say, Oko hospitals Nibia, and this is for Nibi Anyajma, doctors for Nibi so, Anyajma to say, hospitals one, empty. But in Crassion, Nibi, Omugusua, or Moyajuma, because Omujin Nipa home, and Pennyphone would declare strike, no, Omum, a janef from my name, a Jiji. Now you gumu dear. Yenyare new Namoba, Maba be dini paso, Yedamasi, and no Juma pa moye. A mamma crack my paso, and would word you men my moye no so. Yamisha Babusia. Yako Prophet Kumchacha, Nakachi. Abusia, Prophet Kumchacha, as so et to Jebi, and Mane. Ghana Nesses, Abusia, and ye easy. Yako take Prophet Kumchacha, Emra.
That's right, yeah, Nessie Fokui. Political strike. Listen to me. A political strike that can make many of my penny, and I'm here to say, ya Papa John Mahama Numunyam for, and I'm your president here. That can if winning na me 3 days. One first strike and tour, no one year Juma, no pound munya. May you if winning ready. Now you're impro and the powerful fro. No waba. Because we are young Fanny Penque near Guru. So would be Biabedi Agro was as we saw Nipa Enqua. Kumchacha, I say, young Fanny Agro. Sir, or be called hospital. No qua nurse in you, no waku. No qua, no doctor, you no waku. Sania Maniamano, would be Biabedi Agro for Moha. Young Fanny Penqua. Any agro, make and want yes here, but a poor man, not 2 nearby, not 2 busu any not 2 this year, not 2 baby. Any what the American or but yes here. Yet you do baby. Young fan quasia politics and then chain. Young fan quasia, what's the no say a political strike. As you say, Mose Alawa, and I can ofoliata, as you say, Wojuma. Ana dia no monsen kan aban fofuraba yane ne trase ba akomienu aban oba ye wadi sen na nkwase strike sameme se sofu Kumchacha sameme ye John Mahama ana me ye president pa ka 2 days ade chia na mo start ye dwuma na ma pa munyina wai you totally badadash ya ka na wuti wonom ana wa kwadiska wadi na funanam mo mpa no kurekuro mu ha.
Abusia Prophet Kumchacha and your Kotenka Eba no. Not your same. Let's rush him home. sa fuel allowances na omo kika no junior nurses for no mom na bi wo ho no ofa public transport nti senior nurses for no omo na say sika na be kokwa ma omo no sa benefit na be kokwa ma omo abusia nya izo Prophet Kumchacha had the not came na afa no obetie si obesi africam na afa do be tuja egu Ghana nurses for so abusia ye kokotie Prophet Kumchacha bio ensamra na ehwe na no asem ni eja otoma Ghana nurses
na me wo nurse for no so nurse for na moye enkwasea demonstration no kwasea demonstration na enkrofo wuwu e wo hospital no UK ni be ka say e totally bad dash oh mama chese kuro no I to say automatism atase kan yalefo kwai ko hospital ko hwe enkrofo a ewuwu e wo saa de we maka ho asem wo abandada wo twa mu mre so kora na meka na me so fukum chacha na meka say strike na we soli ameko strike we soli ameko strike no e ade bi a obroni kabrofo bi say gamophobia mudi hu ene ehye nipam police for e ka so on call demonstration no one ko strike ya wo betumi ada a teacher for e ka so on kwa he na be kire wo bade fitani e ka so wo ko strike no ga demu a wo ka say ya he na be ye wo ka e de amon ewiase ya won obi aso won faso obi ahunhia ade ba ko esese ye di hye yetirim na ye hunyansa na ye dwen won se aban eba power ana aban bi wo ho na adwumakuo bi mo pesam musika sam ne alawa ene ade ye nkoyie na aban no obema mu bibia ye tenase ne ye ka nursefuo de ye ya mekan empanifuo money aban tenase nkan ye ene mo gen kwada na gum se won nye demonstration ene mo fu pray na mokọ we eye jimiye dabi ya me kasa jimiye ne do so okorom wo jimiye na do so too much what you say nurse ni a wo hwe yalefo ese yalefo nya hoden wagya ne ho se e ko demonstration na wo bi adwuma a wo de ko demonstration o ma ne be koso we ya me kan wo bi be som na no e te se de akura aka no no aka ena de asem na we kan de asem na okay nyansa na me de tu tirim no.
All right, abusia Prophet Kumchacha ene yekotie ne nkaban na abusia Ghana o mbo se ya hwe ya obedum na bi enye papa because ya tira ho ama politicians o ma bowra security service and no way security service e mu achiche o ma ya ma ise o ma bowra health him ama ise health no e mu ya akoye politics e di south nyema we ya e ko akowie to man ye be ye ni abusia kyerɛ wadwen e wo comment section ni mame na subscribe to your page na anytime you be drop latest update no Osaka. Medase Macau.